Hello once again, my people, it is Ivy, and welcome back to Repeat. So last episode, Sissel was so prideful that he went back to homelessness after losing competition and almost beating a bitch to filth. And now we're having like a little camping session, everything's a little bit like lighter mood, and now Sissel's gonna dance with us in the moonlight.
We're dancing in the moonlight.
So, this is what I was waiting for. Okay, let's just get to it. Sissel looked at me meekly and quietly held his hand out to me in a waltzing position. Oh, does he know how to dance? I, just wanted to say thanks. And, I'm not really that good at dancing either, so I laughed and pressed a finger to his lips before taking his hand. I've got no idea what I'm doing either. We'll figure it out together, though. Thanks. We were standing very close. I could feel the embarrassed warmth radiating off of him as we stood waiting for the music. Hey, Veed. Yeah? Oh, he's so happy. Thanks for sticking with me through all of this. Oh, that's our boy! I've loved every minute of it. Every moment of it. It's been my pleasure. Oh, there are a few off-key twangs from the guitar and Owen tested the notes. Alrighty, how does this song go again? Here we go. This is for you two lovebirds. Oh, thanks, Owen. Oh my god, this artwork is so... Shirokoi, you're gonna fucking slit my throat and suck my blood out. What the fuck? I hate you. I hate this. I love you. The two of us began stumbling in rhythm for the first notes of the song. We probably looked ridiculous, swaying and toe-stepping our way around the campfire, but we were laughing the whole time. Ginny and Phil clapped encouragingly behind us as we waltzed together under the moon. Sissel and I didn't really notice. We couldn't stop smiling as we shared this little intimate moment under the dark forest night. It was nice to have someone by your side in this unfair world. That's so depressing, but I love it, but it's like so good. Oh, that's such good writing. Oh, day 11. She watches from the water. Who watches from the water? I'm not having this water shit. Oh man, I love this. I was enlightened to a new discovery during our night in the woods. Camping outside without bug spray is like offering your flesh and blood to the mosquito gods. I scratched at my bite-covered arms and groaned as the five of us began grogging, packing up our camping supplies. Why did I think going outside would ever be a good idea? Sissel perked up. Despite his usual grumpy demeanor, he looked quite cheerful this morning. Hey, don't talk smack about the outdoors, dude. I had a great time with you guys. Aw, the fresh air is great for the soul. What a coincidence. I don't have one. Me! Me! I glanced at the time on my phone. It was the ungodly hour of 7 a.m. Oh, I'm so glad most of my classes are in the afternoon today. The lack of motivation lectures I get from teachers is growing old. Out of the corner of my eye, Sissel grimaced bitterly at the mention of school. I instantly clapped my mouth shut. Shit! Sissel noticed me staring and scratched his neck awkwardly. So, what's the plan for you guys today? How much do you want to bet that Mrs. Corliss is about to call the cops and record 5 missing kids? We should probably... Oh, wait, who said that? Oh, yeah, it was Philip. We should probably head back to campus before search parties are sent after us. Oh. Well, I hope you guys have a safe trip back. You don't actually think we'd leave you alone, did you? We're gonna make darn sure you actually go stay with your boss. The last thing we need is your stubborn ass running around somewhere in shame. I'm not that unreasonable. Veed, you stay with Sissel and make sure he behaves himself. What? Why me? Philip sighed and pointed somewhere behind us. Ginny was still sound asleep, snoozing like a rock on her sleeping bag. Despite the full night's rest, her face looked strained with exhaustion. Owen and I are going to make sure Ginny gets home safely. She doesn't come out very often, so she's going to need a lot of rest to recover. I can carry her back home, and Philip can convince Mrs. Corliss to not eviscerate us for breaking curfew. Can I carry her instead? Ha! No. Bitch, she tried. Ginny mumbles tiredly in her sleep as Owen gently picked her up and hoisted her onto her back and made his way down the forest trail. There was a soft smile on Philip's face as he trailed back behind them, camping supplies in tow. The forest was quiet as Sissel and I stood behind the cold campfire as they left. So, you ready to head to your boss's place? Sissel wrinkled his nose, clearly still unhappy with the arrangement, but bitch, guess what? You're gonna stay with your boss. It's not like I have much choice. Y'all are gonna keep hassling me till I accept an actual roof over my head. Everyone's just worried for you, that's all. I know you think you're freeloading off of other people, but at least now we don't have to worry about you freezing to death in a forest every night. Right. Well, I'm not taking all this from boss for free though. I'll be working my ass off at the cafe to make up for all of his help. And I'll pay you guys back for the s'more sometime too. Damn, it's not like we're all loan sharks thirsty to collect on debt. It's just what friends do. Sissel mumbled as he grabbed his small, ragged backpack and walked down the forest trail. I huffed indignantly and trotted after him. I know that, it's just... I'm tired of being on the receiving end all the time, you know? That can be easily taken out of context. Sissel snorted and punched my shoulder playfully. Bitch, are we dating yet? You ass. You make it too easy. Sissel rolled his eyes before dragging me along quicker down the forest trail. Come on, let's get going. The two of us snickered stupidly at our own jokes as we made our way back out of Bradley Woods and back towards the city. Bitch, you are going to stay with your boss and that is going to be that, and if I see you sneaking out and living in the forest again, I'm going to smack you myself. Our hands brushed against each other occasionally as we walked, but Sissel didn't say anything about it. His face was a light shade pink as he kept walking and nervously avoided eye contact. I was tempted to reach out and gently caress his hand like we did last night during our impromptu dance. His hand was very warm and comforting. Mine felt oddly light and empty. Stop! Stop it! I'm not here for this singing! My hair suddenly stood on end as a ghostly song echoed through the woods. Its soft chords washed over me like gentle waves. I spun around and glanced around my surroundings in panic. Vede? Something wrong? You're acting a bit antsy. No, just, I laughed nervously and glanced back toward the lake. I just remembered I forgot something back at the campsite. Why don't you go ahead for a bit? I'll catch up with you real quick. Sissel raised a suspicious eyebrow. I can come with you if... I waved my hand dismissively and began walking backwards towards the camp. It's fine. I'll be real quick. I'll see you in a bit. Oh no. Sissel's face looked uncertain as I backpedaled out of sight and towards the lake. Towards the lakeside. There was no way I could explain to him what was happening. Hell, even I didn't know what was happening. I don't want saying something to be on the water. I stumbled nervous towards Bradley Lake, the water lapping gently along the shore as I approached. What am I even doing here? Taking a deep breath, I leaned over and peered carefully into the lake's dark waters. Hello? Is anybody there? Only silence followed. I mumbled awkwardly and backed away from the water. This was a stupid idea. I jumped as the wailing song of the wish washed over the forest again. Scrambling onto my feet, I peered back into the lake with my heart pounding. There was something in the water. Blood in the water! Not blood, hopefully. Oh my god, let's hope not. You were watching us from the lake. I knew it. Oh, there's that ghost lady. Hey, bitch. A dark figure stared up from beneath the water's surface. A tangled mass of black hair obscured its face and eyes, but I felt as though it was peering into my very being. You can see me? Yes? Ah, yes, I remember now. You were that boy from the other day, the one running from the gunman. Oh, right, that whole incident with Mr. Dolores. I never got the chance to thank you for saving us. I saved the little one with the red eyes. He is a friend of Sissel's. He helped Sissel long ago when I could not. I owe him a great debt. Little one? You mean Philip? Yes. When Sissel was still living alone in these woods in the wintertime, there was a great snowstorm. He was slowly freezing to death. There was little I could do. The little one with the red eyes came and left my Sissel warm clothing and food while he was asleep. The little one even stroked our cabin's fireplace to keep him warm. Without his kindness, my Sissel would have surely perished. Oh, Philip! Philip is such a good boy, and I fucking love him! I'm glad he has people to call friends. The dark figure tilted her hair, peering at me darkly. As for you, I bring to you a warning. What? Oh no, don't bring me a warning. I've had too many warnings already. You're being followed. There is a wish with malicious intent trailing behind you wherever you go. It strives to bring you and those around you harm and misfortune. Do take care to keep it away from Sissel. Wait, what are you talking about? Veed, what's taking you so damn long? Are you taking a dump? I nearly leaped out of my skin before turning around to see Sissel stomping down the forest trail. Yes, I'm taking a piss. My pants are totally down right now. Oh no, don't walk in on me. Sissel immediately halted his track before scurrying back into the woods like in a flustered mess. Jesus Christ, hurry up then. I sighed and glanced back towards the water. The wish was gone. Her warning still hung heavy in my mind. There's still so much I don't understand. Bitch, is that probably that fucking revenant, because fuck that shit. With a sigh, I shook my head tiredly and made my way back to Sissel. Oh, this whole entire thing is just becoming just like a huge mess. Oh, are you done? Are your pants back on? Yeah, I'm back. It's only took you like 20 years. Come on, Veed, we gotta hurry up and get to Boss's Cafe before too many customers show up. I don't want to cause them more trouble than necessary. Alright, let's go. With that, Sissel and I made our way to out the forest and towards Herschel's Cafe. Oh no, my pants are totally down. You totally want to see this. That was great. I didn't know what I was expecting, but getting my ribs and lungs crushed was pretty low on the list. The moment Herschel saw us through Cafe's glass doors, the man lunged over the counter and tackled Sissel and I into a pulverizing hug, crushing us. Sis Veed, it's good to see you back safe and sound. It's only been one day. Sissel wheezed and flailed his arms hopelessly against the larger man's grip. True, but Mrs. Colis kept blowing up my phone last night crying about how y'all ran away from home and probably died in a car crash or something. Damn it, Mrs. Colis! Oh man, girl, lady, Miss Thing, you need a calm. Everyone was so worried. Y'all kids need to let us know if you're going out so late at night. I rasped harshly as Herschel slowly crushed the air out of her lungs. Herschel, we need to breathe. Oh, right. Herschel finally relaxed his grip. God, we're getting crushed twice. One by a big old rabbit, and the other by a tiny little old woman. Sissel and I immediately collapsed onto the floor in a wheezing mess. I rested a hand on Sissel's shoulder as I steadied myself, still lightheaded from the lack of oxygen. Boss, you're a monster. I think I almost died. Says your wife of making us old folks worry so much. Herschel grinned and glanced at the clock hanging from the wall. Looks like we still have time before customers start pouring in. You kids probably haven't eaten yet, huh? The two of you go hunker down at the table. I'll whip up a good old breakfast for you. Oh god. I do that too much. I always... Go on, head to the dining area. Oh man, look at this. Look at our little dates. Sissel grimaced as Herschel ushers us into a seat at the cafe. Boss, you don't need to... Oh, shut it. You're a growing boy. Lord knows you haven't eaten enough as a kid. Just eat up and think nothing of it. If you say so. Herschel quickly disappeared behind the kitchen doors. We are left alone at a table with only the faint sound of sizzling stove. Sissel heaved a sigh and smacked his head against the kitchen table. Do not! No! Just accept the food, bitch. Please. Please. Accept the food. You're a hungry boy. I love you. You need to get those bones all strong and working. You okay there? Just feeling spectacularly shitty today and not much else. Am I supposed to just eat this man's food and immediately go, by the way, can you give me a place to live like the freeloading loser I am? I bet you anything that Herschel would say yes, even if you asked with those exact words. That's the damn problem. Why does everyone keep babying me like this? Herschel's not my parent. He doesn't need to feed me or clothe me or anything. It just... it sucks. The cafe was rather quiet today. There were no other customers besides the two of us. I glanced towards the kitchen doors, where Herschel could be heard humming cheerfully as he fried up what smelled like bacon. Bacon sounds so fucking good right now. Oh my god. Yes, it is currently 9:21 in the evening, but bacon sounds fucking amazing. Maybe he's just an overly nice guy. You can pay him back once you're rich and famous or something. Cecil scoffed bitterly. And when will that be? He could be old and dead by then. I could be old and dead by then. Cecil and I oh my god, what? Cecil and I both jumped as a clap of thunder ripped through the sky. The window suddenly rattled as a downpour of rain filled the streets of the city. I could feel the cafe's walls and floor shudder from the impact of rain and thunder. Oh, fuck. Nobody is coming into the store today, honey. God, it's like me with snowstorms. That's a pretty sudden storm. At least you're here at the cafe instead of that cottage. It would have sucked to be out in this weather. Cecil scowled at me, but reluctantly nodded in agreement. We were snapped out of our sobering thoughts as the kitchen doors flew open. Alright, kids, breakfast is here! Herschel waltzed over to the room with a proud grin on his face, plates and scrambled eggs and pancakes steaming in hand. Cecil mumbled a discouraged thanks and poked at his eggs. My stomach gave a loud rumble as I gratefully grabbed my fork. Thanks, Herschel. You're the best. I know I am. By the way, does Sis have any plans for where he's living? I hate to see I'm going back to that stinking cottage through this rain. It's bloody awful outside. Actually, we came here to ask you about that. Cecil gave his eggs another poke before taking a deep breath to prepare himself. Boss, is it alright if I take up your offer from yesterday? You mean, yeah. Can I stay with you? Herschel's face instantly lit up as he gave Cecil a hearty thump on the back and make him choke on his eggs. No, don't kill my boyfriend, please. Of course you can. You're welcome to stay with me anytime, kiddo. This place is like a second home already. Might as well. Cecil held a finger to Herschel's lips and silenced him. No, listen. I refuse to freeload off of you without putting in the effort to earn my keep. So here's what's gonna happen. You will give me a place to stay, and in return I will work my ass off to make your cafe as successful as I can manage. Let's be honest, this place has been pretty empty lately, and I'm going to change that. I'm going to make this the best damn cafe in the city with my own two hands. That should be a good way to repay you, right? I'll even chip in to help pay rent whenever I can afford it. This is a give and take relationship, no more freeloading. I'm tired of being a leech. Cecil paused to catch his breath. He nervously looked up, almost afraid to see his boss's reaction. Oh, Cecil, I mean, like, at least you're, like, oh. Okay, no, they didn't. Oh, I love it, like, yes. I get that he doesn't want to be a freeloading bitch, and that he's, like, making the work for it. Oh, man, he makes me happy. He was immediately met with Herschel's grooming face, full of pride before giving his hair playfully ruffled. It warms my heart to watch you grow up into such a chivalrous man. I'm proud of you, sissy. And I'm happy to have you around. Be great if you stopped calling me sissy. Herschel's eyes suddenly lit up like he suddenly remembered something. His feet bounced against the floor energetically as an overjoyed Herschel glanced around the cafe. Oh god. Oh, the guest room was still a bit of a mess. You boys just stay here and eat up. I'll go upstairs and I'll clean the dorm place. I stared as Herschel practically pranced upstairs into a rush and create a welcoming home. Upstairs? Does Herschel live above the cafe or something? Cecil grumbled and stuffed his mouth with eggs. Oh god, Cecil! Cecil! No, don't stop feeling bad. I love you. Yeah. There was a big fire in the cafe a couple of years ago. An accident. Boss had to take a lot of loans to repair the damn place. He ain't exactly wealthy, so he sold his house and turned the second floor into the cafe into a living space to save money. Doesn't sound like there's a lot of room for a second person. I'm kind of surprised he's so excited to share the place. Exactly, he barely has enough room to live by himself, and now he's got to deal with me too. I hate to intrude like this. There was a loud bang upstairs. Oh god, there was a loud bang upstairs as Herschel stomped his feet wildly. Do I hear negative open downstairs? There'll be none of that under my roof. Only happy thoughts from here on out. More muffled rumbles echoed through the cafe as though someone was moving furniture. I suddenly felt like we were very lucky that no customers were around at this hour. Sissel glanced at the ceiling with a sigh. I'm not sure about this. Oh, come on, Sissel, keep a positive attitude. Don't think that you're being a bother. Just think of how happy you're making Herschel by staying with him. Suppose you're right. Sissel stared around at the empty cafe slowly. I mean, I've got decent culinary skills. Maybe I can help expand the business a bit while I'm here. Then Boss will finally make enough money to pay off this damn loans and get himself a nice apartment. There we go! It's good to see the look of determination in your eyes again. Just how much have you been staring at my eyes? I only responded with a sly smile. Anyway, how about we go upstairs and see what your new living space is like? Kinda excited to see the second floor of this cafe. Sissel scowled and scabbed his eggs with a fork. He's like, fuck you, Veed, stop it. In a bit. Hurry up and eat your breakfast first. I made that breakfast for you twos, and you're gonna eat it like the good children that you are. Oh. Oh, this looks so cute. Oh my god. After wolfing down the rest of our breakfast, Herschel dragged us upstairs and showed us around Sissel's new living area. The second floor of the cafe was incredibly cramped, with a low, claustrophobic ceiling and narrow walls. We had to duck as we climbed through the doorway to enter a small bedroom. Well, here's your new home. I know it's not much and you deserve better than this, but I hope you'll be happy staying here with little old me. No, it's perfect. Thank you so much, boss. I should be the one thanking you. You know, the place is dreadful boring all by my lonesome. I'm happy to have you around. Oh, and V, feel free to visit us anytime, you know. Have a little wink, nudge, with your little boyfriend here. Why not? Oh, girl. You're a good influence on little sissy here. He whines a lot less with you around. Well, I'm glad to know that, and I will, make sure he whines in a good way. I'll be sure to stop by. I don't complain that much. Sissel yelled as Herschel grabbed him into a playful headlock and began ruffling his hair. You better stop that dead puppy look on your face, though. I'm not about to let this place get as depressing as your moping shack at the lake. Alright, just let me go! Herschel laughed as Sissel pushed away from him and stumbled into me. Alright, kiddos, keep your chin up. Anyway, why don't you go take some time to unpack and settle in? I gotta go out and run a few errands in the meantime. Don't forget to bring an umbrella, or you're gonna get soaked. Will do. Why, well, at least now I know that Herschel is secretly a Jersey mom, so. The old man gave us a happy thumbs up before leaving us along in his attic. That bitch, that's alone. Sissel gingerly plopped his bag next to the futon and sat down, listening to Herschel's footsteps against the roar of the rainstorm. Well, I guess I'm here now. He fought. Oh god, yawn coming in. Oh. Understandable, it's like 9:30. He falls down into the futon and stares at low ceiling with a small, mournful smile. You know, I've been having these days where I'm thinking, wow, I'm gonna be dead someday. Oh my god, me every day! Like, when I'm 6 feet under, will I be able to look back at my life and just be proud of anything I've done? All I have on my accomplishments list is mooch off of people around me like a black hole of pity. What the hell am I actually going to do with my life? That's one of those questions that'll haunt you for the rest of your days. Sissel rolls over on the sofa with the face of a kicked puppy. Wow, you give great advice and encouragement, oh wise Veed. I feel enlightened. You're the real wise ass around here. Well, how would you answer if your brain suddenly hit you over the head with this kind of question? Just keep moving forward. I have no godly idea, and neither does anybody else, and that's okay. If I ignore the problem for long enough, it'll go away. See, okay. I love these choices. In my case, I would also say just keep moving. In my case, I was like, if I ignore the problem long enough, it'll go away. Bitch, I look like 10 years into the future. It's ridiculous. Where I'm like, 10 years, I'll probably have like 2,000 subscribers, something like that. And or like in 10 years, I'll probably like be dead. But it's one of those things where it's like, yes, I'll just keep moving forward. But like, I also have no idea what the fuck is going to go on with my life. And neither does anybody else. We live in the present. We can't look God knows into the future. I try to, and it just doesn't work. So, I think the second one is getting to me. Dude, nobody has any idea what they're doing with their life. You just gotta power through it. You might be clueless and stumbling the entire time, but at least you're still making your way through it all. When you've made it to the end and die at age 80, you can flip everyone and say, bitch, I've earned my way here. That's a unique perspective. Sissel murmured before grabbing his ragged backpack and began to unpack the few possessions he has. I stared inquisitively at the handful of ripped clothes and toothbrush and a small red blanket. That's all you have? Pretty much. It's not like I have the money to go shopping often. Sissel busied himself with stuffing his belongings into a nearby drawer. I noticed he occasionally looked up at me, as if self-conscious. What? Nothing. Just, wish I had something better to wear when we were dancing last night. That's what you're thinking of? Hey, it was my first time dancing with someone for real. I just wish I gave a better impression and looked than the usual ripped and dirty tank top. Listen, I love the aesthetic of the ripped and dirty tank top, bitch. Look at me. It's not ripped and it's kind of dirty, but it's a tank top and I live for that aesthetic. Oh, I never knew that you were such a romantic. Why are you laughing? It's nothing. I just think it's great. You better not be making fun of me. What's wrong with being a little romantic? Nothing at all. There was a stupid grin on my face as I plopped down on the futon next to Sissel. He kept a scowling face towards the opposite direction, clearly red as a tomato. I scooted close. Wait. I scooted closed. No. Okay, I see you. I see you with your grammar. I scooted close and nudged him in the ribs. So, I was wondering, what would your ideal date be like? Sissel shot up on his feet and thought as though someone shocked him. What the hell did that come from? Well, we were talking about your romantic taste, so that got me a bit curious. I mean, we are basically dating after all, so you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No, it's fine, I guess. I just thought Teach told you something. Ginny? What do you mean? I guess it doesn't matter now. We made a bet. A bet? Yeah, before the contest, I was having some anxiety issues. Mia! Sissel buried his beet red face into his hands, his ears drooping in embarrassment. Me. So, Teacher Ginny was being all encouraging and whatnot, and said that if I won the contest, she'd help me ask you on a date. My chest felt bubbly with glee as the grin on my face grew wider. Bitch, yes! That is adorable! Hey, are you making fun of me? I'd never! This was unexpectedly sweet of you. When should I expect to be swept off my feet? Never. I think I lost most of my dignity these past 5 minutes. I scooted closer to Sissel and rested an arm over his shoulder, laughing giddily at his aghast expression. Well, if you ever change your mind, I'm still open on the dating market. You better ask me out before some other handsome guy sweeps me away. Sissel stands up immediately, busies himself with unpacking his very few possessions. Listen, we are with our rabbit boy. Yes, we could go for Owen and make him a little jealous, but we're here to stay. You are literally the worst person I have ever met. I'm gonna have to give my life back in working order first before I do anything stupid like this. Well, you have my support. Now I have something to look forward to when you get everything sorted out. So this isn't a total rejection, right? Of course not. Well, good. This is good, I think. So you asked us, and then you rejected yourself? Is that what's going on? Sissel boy, get your mind together. I watched as Sissel continued unpacking and trying his best to ignore my delighted face. What a dork. Oh god, what a good boy. What a good child. It's still in the same scene. Why not I've been making my last few episodes like 40 minutes. Why not? Nah. I'm gonna pause it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Veed. I hope they had a wonderful time watching this. I hope they had a wonderful time watching me dance in the moonlight. We were dancing in the moonlight. get Sissel into his new home, which looks pretty nice, and possibly be open to the dating scene. Make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe buttons down below. You know, help a fellow YouTuber out. Make sure to hit that notification bell so in that way you don't miss up on any of my uploads. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.